Say it ain't so. Ziggy, don't go. That's what we're going to be saying on Sunday, I feel like. Because there's rumors. There's stories, there's the other things that would be rumors in different, I don't know, but there's rumors that Dolph Ziggler may in fact be leaving the WWE. I don't know how to feel about it. It feels like he's one of the guys that's been there for so long that, I mean, I know, it sucked when Daniel Bryan had to retire. It sucks when anyone really has to go. But I feel like it feels like Dolph Ziggler has been there for so long for some reason. Probably because he's probably had more matches than like anybody on the roster right now. He's probably had like 8 million matches. But there are rumors that he wants to quit WWE. We kind of wanted to come on and talk about it, quit, what do we think is next for him? What could he do? What do we think he could do? Is this his career? Is he just going to retire? Is he going to try to go to another company? Open because that's what everyone does ever. I think like it's a requirement after you've wrestled for like 5 years that you open a wrestling school. I just think that's how that works. Maybe he starts the new big promotion because TNA is going out of business. Maybe Dolph Ziggler is the new Jeff Jarrett. Maybe that's what it is.
What it is, Dolph Ziggler has bought TNA. That's what it is.
That's where the funding came from. I guess I'll let you kind of take this first, kind of get your thoughts. What do you think is? Do you think this is the end of his WWE career? What do you think's next for him? Like what?
I don't know, because like I feel like you've seen people leave and they kind of just go in all different directions sometimes. With like a guy like CM Punk, who was kind of, I guess, more hurt by the business, decided to leave the business completely. And you see guys like, obviously, like the Sandals and the Cody Rhodes and the and you see the guys like Galloway and EC3 and guys like that who kind of make their name elsewhere. Even Bully Ray to a certain degree. It just, I guess it just kind of depends. In my opinion, I'd love to see him kind of go somewhere else. I wouldn't necessarily care where it was. I would rather be on TV in some form or fashion. So preferably like Ring of Honor. Couldn't really see him in Lucha Underground, but I guess he could make his way. Lucha Underground or TNA, just because I think they would give him a chance to actually do what he wants, do what he loves to do. I mean, he's pretty doggone good at it, and I don't know. It's kind of tough, to say, what's going to happen because, you've seen so many different scenarios to where it happens. And obviously Ziggler, I think he's not old, but, I don't think is he as young as he looks? Because he looks really young, really. Like realistically, he looks really young, but he's been in WWE for like his entire life.
I'm about to check.
But I just don't. I don't know. He has definitely. I still think he has time to wrestle if he wants to. But I mean, he just might kind of just want out of WWE because they haven't really used him to his potential. Now, I mean, I get that WWE is kind of that big spotlight and kind of that where, especially in Dolph Ziggler's, from kind of Dolph Ziggler's range as well, kind of where you wanted to be when you were kind of wanting to be a wrestler. But I still think at this point in time, Dolph Ziggler may be happier being elsewhere. But any luck on that age over there?
He is 36.
36. So I mean, that's not. I mean, you look at Christopher Daniels. That's not old at all. Like Christopher Daniels still like freaking in his prime practically. It feels like. So I mean, you never know. I guess you could say you just never really know. But I'd love to see him in another promotion because wrestling's one of those things like kind of like any sport. the window's narrow as far as like a time, the time you get to wrestle. Like you can a lot of wrestlers only wrestle until they're about 40 or so if they're really into it, 50, 60, Terry Funk forever. But most wrestlers only wrestle till they're like 40, 45, something like that, maybe 50 if they're lucky. Um, and I just feel like I just feel like if you're gonna if you love wrestling like you say you do, if you've been in it and you've been in it for this long, you might as well kind of keep going with it because like wrestling's not like working on television or being an actor or
It is a lot
kind
like
of it is, but like to like as far as the
like
how
that.
the toll it takes on your body, it's not the same. Um, but but I just feel like it's kind of you have that small window, like you have that certain time period you can wrestle, and be good at it. And I feel like if Ziggler wants to keep wrestling, he should, and not walk away too soon if he does, if he doesn't want to walk away right now.
Yeah. And I think, first of all, I'm echoing. It's you. It's you this time. It's,
I think it's you.
it's echoing. Yeah. Well, I can hear it through your. Yeah, that's right. You mute your mic. Anyway, first of all, as far as the age, I think to an extent it's actually getting harder for guys to wrestle up into their, you know, late 40s, 50s, just with the way the business is going. It's going to the fans want to see the high flying, the big bumps, the table spots, the ladder wars, that type of thing. And not everybody when they're in their 40s, 50s can do that or should do that. So it is kind of getting harder. I feel like maybe back in 70s, 80s, you possibly could still easily wrestle into your 50s, just because it wasn't as high flying, extreme as it is now. Um, companies like WWE are trying to cut down on that to keep their wrestlers safe, which some fans are a fan of, some fans don't like. But anyway, as for Dolph Ziggler, I mean, there's so many ways this could play out. This could just be a storyline for WWE to give him some time off, because he does, even though he is kind of drowning in the mid card and just like, a jobber to lack of a better term. Maybe this could be just giving him some time off. I'm leaving. We've seen it time and time again where somebody left the WWE or career versus title match, and then the other general manager or somebody rehires them. So that's not, if he loses this match, it's not going to be completely out of the realm of possibility that he'll be back. Just with how storylines in WWE go and storylines we've seen. If he is leaving, there's so many. If he still wants to wrestle, I feel like there's so many places he could go that would benefit him. Obviously, I could see him going to TNA. Guys like EC3, Damian Sandow, Drew Galloway, all those guys have gone there and had so much more success. And I think in a way, Ziggler would have even more success than them, just because you look at EC3, like one of the top guys in TNA, just period right now, top guys. But before he came to TNA, we only saw a little bit of him in WWE. He didn't get that big push in WWE. He didn't have that background. Dolph Ziggler, he's been in WWE for 10 plus years. He's been to the top. He's been at the bottom. He's been at the mid card. So he has that kind of star. He already has that star in him. All they would have to do is actually book him well. I could also, see him going to places like Ring of Honor. He could go to Japan. I mean, I don't think there's any place that he can't go. A talent like him, he can. We've talked about it in the past. He can work off of anyone else's style. He can, put anybody over. He can put himself over when the company he's working for allows him. So there's a lot of things he could still do. This isn't by any means the end of the road for him if he chooses to continue to wrestle. It's just, what does he decide to do? It's still gonna suck not seeing him in WWE just because he is a WWE guy. In the other video, we should label people as companies, but he is. But yeah, I don't know what he would do. I don't. Probably maybe reform the Spirit Squad. I know they turned on him on SmackDown. I know that. I get it. But I think there's something there. There's something there. Spirit Squad 2.0. I think it could happen. I think it could happen. Thoughts on Dolph Ziggler?
I mean, it could happen. It could, Spirit Squad 2.0. Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree. I just feel like, he could definitely go anywhere else and be good. I think it just depends on kind of how he feels to a certain degree. Because I mean, a lot of people, they can be really good at wrestling or really good at any particular sport in general and not necessarily get the playing time, I guess you could say, as they'd want or have the success that they want to still play and still enjoy it just because of where they are. So I guess it just kind of depends. I think he's in a relationship with Dana Brooke too, so that might affect.
That poor man.
It was probably his choice, but that might affect, this kind of outcome too a little bit. But I don't know. I feel like I just kind of hope he does whatever is best for him to a certain degree. Like I think a lot of times wrestling fans are very selfish and don't think about the actual person that is behind the character or the gimmick or the person behind Dolph Ziggler. I don't remember Nick or whatever his actual name is, Nicky from the Spirit Squad. But Nick. But they don't really think about him as kind of a person. So I kind of hope he does, whatever's best for him, because the thing is, we're gonna watch WWE whether he's there or not. Like, let's be honest, guys. Come on, like whether he's there, we're gonna watch. Like, it's just what we do. But from my personal selfish standpoint, I hope to see him somewhere else if he does, in fact, leave WWE.
No, you're right. You're right. People just don't think about Nikolas Theodore Nemeth. The man, he went to Kent State University. This man, does he got kids? I don't know. He got kids.
I don't think he got kids.
He might got kids. I don't know. He's not like Slater. He don't got kids, but he still got really good hair, and he can wrestle really good. And you know what? People they're taking advantage of him. But anyway, that's pretty much all we can really say right now because we don't know really what's going on. But whatever happens, I hope he decides whatever is best for him, do whatever is best for him. Like, get out of that relationship with Dana Brooke. It's bad for you, man. It's just bad. She's bad. She's bad. Anyway, before we leave, I do want to give a moment of silence for Natalia's lost front teeth. She got him knocked out in a house show. And it just... yeah, so that happened. So I'm kind of I kind of want to see what happens with that. I just saw it on Facebook the other day.
You know what's gonna happen? She's gonna get adult braces. And she's gonna be in a feud with the person who knocked him out. It's happening, and then they're gonna have a no turnbuckles empty arena match. Oh wait, have we seen this before? Hold up, wait a minute. I think this is I think this is a storyline. I think they're trying to steal from TNA because I always talk about how TNA is stealing from WWE. WWE doing the same thing, but I don't know what they're gonna do with this. If they were smart, I'll be honest. If they were smart, I would go for a storyline on this because Natalia's doing absolutely nothing. She's hiding under my chair right now. That's how much she's doing. Nothing. So if I honestly, I would kind of have her kind of just do her thing, like kind of have a feud or something. Like, because Natalya needs to be. I feel like Natalya's the wrong kind of heel. She was just a heel for no reason when she should have been similar to what we want to see the Usos be. Is a heel because, I'm not getting my chances. I'm not. This is all WWE's fault. It's the company's fault. Like, she needs to be a heel because of that. Oh, the fans don't care about me either. Like, that's why she should be a heel. Like,
see, I don't know if WWE would know how to do a storyline like that, because as much as we want to say that women's wrestling matters and it's about the wrestling, with WWE, it's still about how good you look, and it's about how your face and without the, I don't know. I just don't. I don't
they
know.
probably just put him back in. Somebody else got Miz got his teeth knocked out that one day. That one, like, I think like one in the front or something. And they just put it back in. Well, they took him to a dentist. Obviously, they were just like, super glue. It works for everything. Just throw that mug back in. But no,
I don't think that's how that works. I really don't.
that's how I do it.
I
got an underground dentist office. Do it right there in the corner.
Okay. So if you get your teeth knocked out, you go to Dr. Beal, Dollar Beal Dentistry. That's right. It's only $1, so that's the quality that you get. But we will see you.
More than $1. You get $1 quality for $300.
$1 quality for $300. It works out. It works out with the taxes and the service charges and all that and the insurance. Yeah. But no, he don't take the insurance. It's cash only down. $300 per tooth. But follow us on Twitter at ICW_podcast. If you want to book an appointment, just hit us up through there. We got you. And we will see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.